Some farmers in Orange County's Black Dirt region are not happy these days, all because a rural road that leads to their farmland was suddenly blocked off. But News 12's Kelly Jelinski shows us the town of Goshen does have a reason behind the move.
Chris Pawelski was heading to work in his black dirt onion fields Wednesday when this road closed sign stopped his tractor in its tracks.
I was simply shocked and outraged.
The town of Goshen roped off part of Indiana Road. Pawelski's fighting the road closure, fearing his access to the 50 acres he owns along Indiana Road could be blocked off next.
My concern, one, is that down the road, maybe a month from now, 2 months from now, the same bogus arguments they used for closing this part, the town of Goshen will use to close the rest.
Members of the Black Dirt Squadron who fly their model airplanes in a field along Indiana Road have the same fear.
We have a field for nothing. I mean, it's a beautiful field, but we won't be able to get to it.
Town Hall says the road was closed because it's a serious safety hazard. The supervisor showed us this letter from a civil engineer who inspected the road and advised the town to close it.
If we know we have a hazard and we ignore it, and so if someone has there's significant property damage or someone seriously injured or dies as a consequence, we're held liable.
Supervisor Doug Blumfeld showed us photos.
This is the crack.
He believes prove the instability of Indiana Road. Pawelski doesn't buy it. He's filed complaints with several state lawmakers alleging the town just doesn't want to pay for the upkeep. Supervisor Bloomfield says the issue is on the agenda for Monday's town board work session. In Goshen, Kelly Jelinski, News 12.
Well, the Goshen Supervisor also told News 12 the closure should be considered temporary at this point until a final agreement about what to do with it can all be hashed out.
Well, Brian, there's now an improved and safer way for pedestrians to get around in Bear Mountain State Park.
All right.
Dozens that gathered today for the official reopening of a pedestrian tunnel under the bridge. The $1.2 million project now provides ramps and a better stairway leading to that tunnel. The upgrades will make it easier to access the park pool and trailside zoo.
Before, there was a very deep, dark tunnel that you had to walk down many, many steps to. Parents with strollers would have a very difficult time with their babies. We were always worried. This now both has stairs and has a ramp that
Now, that tunnel under the Bear Mountain Bridge had been closed since last September for renovations. The project is all part of a larger $132 million state plan to help revitalize the state's parks and historic sites. A 30-year member of the Haverstraw Elks Club who died in a car